Welcome. Am I a compulsive overeater? Today I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons why I think I might be and a 5-point plan that currently works for me. So, the first of the 5 reasons is that I have gone to a couple of OA meetings. OA means Overeaters Anonymous. And I read this daily reader, Voices of Recovery, which is an OA daily reader. I completed a checklist. What I did was a couple of years ago, I went onto the OA website and I picked out this daily reader and I picked out a bunch of brochures and other little pieces of literature. I guess it's conference approved literature that one of them had a checklist, and it was like a 10-point checklist, and I could check off quite a few of those things. So it made me feel like I could be. I mean, it's just a label, right? It's a matter of awareness, but I went to OA because I love Al-Anon so much, and it's another 12-step program, so I thought that maybe it would be helpful for me. I don't go to regular OA meetings at this time. I just do the daily reading. That's where it stands for me right now. I do go to regular Al-Anon meetings, but of course that's not specifically focused on compulsive overeating. Point 2, reason 2, is that I identified 2 foods as trigger foods for me. So after my readings in the OA literature, I found that chips and candy are trigger foods for me. These are foods that I can eat mindlessly, that never fill me up, that never make me feel satisfied, but that I can just eat and eat and eat and eat. So that's something to consider, that I have foods that are like that for me. The third reason is that I feel like I think about food more than other people. Now, this is really like an opinion. At first I was going to say 5 facts, but I realized that three of my points are really opinions. Like, I feel like I think about food more than other people. There's no way, I think, to actually quantify that, to prove that, but just talking with people and when I describe how much I enjoy eating, this is my 4th reason actually. I enjoy eating food and drinking special drinks. When I talk to people about how much I savor and enjoy the experience of eating, the experience of drinking, like a hot cup of tea or the perfect hot coffee or an iced coffee drink, like these are, I'm trying to think of how to describe how much joy and happiness and comfort it gives me to have a nice meal, and it doesn't, if we're at home, if we go out, just the whole, I guess it's like a ritual of nourishing my body in an enjoyable way is like one of my most favorite things in the world. So I don't know if that's normal or not. And then the 5th reason why I think I might be a compulsive overeater is that I can eat quite a lot. And it's a lot less than I used to be able to eat when I was younger. Like when I was younger, I remember once I found out some bad news and I ate an entire box of Nutty Bars. Do you know what Nutty Bars are? I think there are, I'm not sure how many there are in a pack, maybe 6, maybe 8, but It's a lot. It's like 2 days worth of calories, I think, and I ate it all in one day. That was a long time ago. I don't think I could do that now. I would be like physically really, really uncomfortable. But like at mealtime, I sometimes eat more than my partner. And my partner is around 6 feet tall. He's a male. He's like, you know, bigger. His body is bigger than mine. But so that's just another reason. So, on to my 5 point plan that works for me. I eat about 6 hours out of the day. So, out of a 24-hour day, I eat about 6 hours. I have breakfast, I have lunch, I don't eat dinner. That is because it's probably all intertwined, but for me, it's personally because what I've found out is that I should eat when I'm hungry. Everybody should, but I grew up eating, breakfast, lunch, and dinner when my mother said or my father said it was time to eat. But I find that my body is actually more comfortable if I don't eat later in the day. And so I eat breakfast and lunch, and then I don't eat for the rest of the day. The other thing is I stay away from my trigger foods, which are chips and candy. I should maybe add, maybe not. These are just like my favorite foods that have very little nutritional value. But certain cookies and certain ice cream give me much enjoyment and they have very little nutritional value. But I haven't completely taken those out of my diet because I enjoy them. And it doesn't seem to be as much of a problem as candy and chips. So the third part of my 5 point plan is I go with the Al-Anon slogan, easy does it, which is like if I have a cookie and there are M&Ms in the cookie, which is candy, I just eat the cookie. It doesn't have the same effect on me as if I have like a bag of M&Ms and I just eat the whole thing. Like it's not the same for me. So I do what works for me. I just try to be very gentle with myself. And, um, I just thought of this is that like I'm at a healthy weight. I'm within like the healthy weight range for my height as far as like my BMI and all that. Like my doctor has no concerns. But in OA, it doesn't matter how much you weigh. It doesn't matter. Like there are people who are obese. There are people who have or are within a healthy weight. There are people who are underweight. It doesn't matter. You can be a compulsive overeater and be an entire range of sizes. So I just thought that was an interesting fact that I found out in OA. Uh, Point four, I weigh myself once a week. Same day of the week, same time of day, and it's just my way to keep track of where I'm at because I've been pretty steady. I've been within like a 10-pound range for the last probably close to 10 years. Close to 10 years I've been within a 10-point range, a 10-pound range. Um, but I still feel like I have no idea how much I weigh unless I weigh myself. And then the fifth point, the final point, is I am a vegetarian, which has nothing to do with compulsive overeating, as far as I know. To me, it's all about the welfare of animals. That's what it is for me. It has nothing to do with my weight or uh, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. It has nothing to do with anything except animals for me. But the reason why I'm including it here is that I have to make special adjustments to make sure that I get enough protein in my diet. When I first became a vegetarian, I wasn't eating enough protein, and it wasn't healthy. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't realize. So once I realized that that might be what the issue was, I researched how much protein I actually need in a day, and then I made sure through pumpkin seeds, hemp hearts, flaxseed, protein granola, that I'm getting the protein that I need every day. So that's what I have for breakfast, basically, in the morning is half a cup of protein granola, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of hemp seed, um, and then for a snack, sometime during the day, I have a quarter of a cup of pumpkin seeds. And I use soy milk, which also has protein in it. So that's all the information. I think that was pretty concise, considering because I've been thinking about making this video for several weeks and I just couldn't wrap my head around it because I don't know. Well, now that you've heard the details, like, do you think that I'm a compulsive overeater? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, right? It's just a label, but it's something that I've spent, obviously, a pretty fair amount of time on researching and just being interested in it. And there have been times in my life where I've been overweight, and I'm not sure if those definitely were like specific emotional times in my life. So I don't know if I looked to food for comfort. I think I've definitely done that in my life quite a bit. And I think that all my spiritual work in Al-Anon and even outside of Al-Anon has helped me to better manage emotional things without like hurting myself by like ingesting more food than I need or food that's going to make me feel not well. So if you have an opinion that you'd like to share, a kind opinion, of course, that would be fine. If you've had similar issues and you'd like to tell me, that's good too. I understand that it can be kind of an uncomfortable thing to talk about. Um, I feel like I talk about food a lot, and so I just wanted to kind of talk more about this in a specific video. So that's all. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you again soon. Sending you love. Take care.